Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book Number 2, Sarga 71, Roman numerals LXXI 71, Bharat's Return. Then Bharat's face was eastward bent, as from the royal town he went. He reached Sudama's farther side, and glorious gazed upon the tide. Past Hladni, and saw her toss her westering billows hard to cross. Then old Ikshvaku's famous son, o'er Shatadru his passage won. Near Ailadana on the strand, and came to Aparparyat's land. O'er Shila's flood he hurried fast, Akurvati's fair stream he passed, crossed o'er Agneya's rapid rill, and Shalyakartan onward still. Shilavaha's swift stream he eyed, true to his vows, and purified. Then crossed the lofty hills, and stood in Chitrarata's mighty wood. He reached the confluence where meet Saraswati and Ganga fleet, and through Bharunda forest spread, northward of Viramatsya sped. He sought Kalinda's child who fills the soul with joy begirt by hills. Reached Yamuna and passed o'er, rested his army on the shore. He gave his horses food and rest, bade wreaked limb and drooping crest. They drank their fill and bade them there, and water for their journey bear. Thence through a mighty wood he sped, all wild and uninhabited, as in fair chariot through the skies, most fair in shape, a storm god flies. At Anshudana Ganga hard, to cross his onward journey barred. So turning quickly thence he came, to Pragvat's city dear to fame. There having gained the farther side, to Kutikostika he hied. The stream he crossed, and onward then to Dharmavardhan brought his men. Thence leaving Torn on the north, to Jambuprasta journeyed forth. Then onward to a pleasant grove, by fair Varuha's town he drove. And when awhile he there had stayed, went eastward from the friendly shade, eastward of Juhina, where the Priyak trees are tall and fair. He passed and rested there each steed, exhausted with the journey's speed. There orders to his men addressed, with quickened pace he onward pressed. A while at Sarvatirtha spent. Then o'er Uttanika he went. O'er many a stream beside he sped, with coursers on the mountains bred. With passing Hastipristak took, and passing Hastipristak took, the road o'er Kutika's fair brook. Then at Lohitya's village he crossed o'er the swift Kapivati. Then passed where Ekashala stands, the Stanumatis flood and sands, and Gomati of fair renown, by Vinata's delightful town. When to Kalinga near he drew, a wood of sal trees charmed to view. That past the sun began to rise, and Bharat saw, with happy eyes, Ayodhya city built and planned by ancient Manu's royal hand. 7 nights upon the road he passed, and when he saw the town at last, before him in her beauty spread, thus Bharat to the driver said, "This glorious city from afar, wherein pure groves and gardens are, seems to my eager eyes today a lifeless pile of yellow clay. Through all her streets were erst a throng of men and women streamed along. Uprose the multitudinous roar. Today I hear that sound no more. No longer do mine eyes behold the leading people as of old. On elephants, cars, horses go, abroad and homeward, to and fro. The brilliant gardens where we heard the wild note of each rapturous bird, where men and women loved to meet in pleasant shades for pastime sweet. These to my eyes this day appear, joyless and desolate and drear. Each tree that graced the garden grieves, and every path is spread with leaves. The merry cry of bird and beast that spake aloud their joy has ceased. Still is the long melodious note that charmed us from each warbling throat. Why blows the blessed air no more, the incense-breathing air that bore its sweet incomparable scent of sandal and of aloe blent? Why are the drum and the tabor mute? Why is the music of the lute? Where is the music of the lute that woke responsive to the quill, loved by the happy, hushed and still? But my bonding spirit gathers hence dire scenes of awful consequence, and omens crowding on my sight weigh down my soul with wild affright. Scarce shall I find my friends who dwell here in Ayodhya safe and well, for surely not without a cause this crushing dread my soul o'erawes. Heart-sick, dejected every sense, confused by terror's influence. Onto the town he quickly swept, which King Ikshwaku's children kept. He passed through Vaijayanta's gate, with weary steeds disconsolate, and all who near their station held, his escort crying victory swelled. With heart distracted, still he bowed farewell to all the following crowd, turned to the driver and began to question thus the weary man. Why was I brought, oh free from blame, so fast unknown to for what I came? Yet fear of ill my heart appalls, and all my wonted courage falls. For I have heard in days gone by the changes seen when monarchs die, and all those signs, O charioteer, I see today surround me here. Each kinsman's house looks dark and grim. No hand delights to keep it trim. The beauty vanished and the pride, the doors unkept stand open wide. No morning rites are offered there, no grateful incense loads the air. And all the inn, with brows o'ercast, sits joyless on the ground and fast. Their lovely chaplets dry and dead, their courts unswept, with dust o'erspread. The temples of the gods today no more look beautiful and gay. Neglected stands each holy shrine, each image of a Lord divine. No shop where flowery wreaths are sold is bright and busy as of old. The women and the men I mark, absorbed in fancies dull and dark, their gloomy eyes with tears bedewed, a poor afflicted multitude, his mind oppressed with woe and dread. Thus Bharat to his driver said. Viewed the dire signs Ayodhya showed, and onward to the palace rode. Wow. Absolutely wow. Footnotes. 178.1. The Shatadaru, the 100-channeled, the Zaradrus of Ptolemy, Hesidrus of Pliny is the Sutlej. Wilson's Vishnu Purana, Volume 2, page 130. 178.2. The Saraswati or Sursuti is a tributary of the Kagar or Gugar in Sirhind. Sir is British silly pronunciation of Shri. Beautiful, sir. Shri. It's just letter swapping going on. That's all it is. British is nothing but Sanskrit, just mispronounced and misswapped. That's all it is. And here we have how we can lose track of history by mispronunciation. Zaradrus, Shatadru, Zaradrus, Shata, 100, Zara, Sto, Hysidrus of Pliny. Anyway, beautiful chapter. So many things again to talk about. Mr. Sir Ralph Griffith did excellent job. I just cannot believe that back then they had so much enthusiasm to translate Ramayana so beautifully. Just mind-boggling. Absolutely architectural accomplishment. Wow. Anyway, so many things to talk about. What I was gonna mention is the temples of gods today no more look beautiful and gay. Neglected stands each holy shrine, each image of a Lord divine. So we here see that back then, sure, demigod worship was going on, many shrines to different demigods and everything. But again, none of this helps when Rama is gone, because in Ayodhya, everybody was concerned with Rama, not with the different gods or different shrines or whatever. No, not whatsoever. Not. They were all concerned with Rama, and because of Rama's absence, everything looked dread, lifeless, joyless. And this is what Bharat was noticing. Something is gloomy. Something is not right. And he is going to discover very soon what it is. Rama gone and Dasharatha gone too. So this is what's going on. Wow. A lifeless pile of yellow clay. What does that remind you of? All those ziggurats and all those pyramids all over the world, just attesting to ancient times but completely lifeless. A pile of rock and stone and clay. Without Rama, again, we have to keep in mind Rama appeared as just as an ordinary human being, as an ordinary man. That's why we have this saying, this biblical saying, the children of men. When God appeared on this earth as if he is an ordinary human being. But he was not. He was not. He proved it. He was way beyond everyone's paycheck. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Crossed all those rivers, all those places. Wow. Beautiful descriptions of nature. Jai Shri Ramayana, Ayodhya, Kanda ki Jai. Roma Victa, Hail Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Ciao.